hate rain, I hate rain, I hate rain, I hate rain. Salida camiones. Salida camiones.
Did somebody say Santiago?
Good morning, folks. We are leaving Llanes. It is 7 a.m. I love these trees. Reminds me a little bit of the promenade in Burgos. And I'm pretty sure I'm on the path. Oh yes, there we go. Can you see the shell? Do I go straight? Do I take a right? I think so. I continue straight. It was a very hot night in that room, let me tell you. Even in the spring, it can get hot in Spain. It's the point where you're sweating in the night. There's never really a fan or air conditioning or anything like that, so I recommend, if you're starting the summer, a month out at home. If you're using those things like fans or AC, stop using them and only use one pillow just to adjust beforehand. Okay, I'm gonna put you away until I walk into someplace. Oh, look at this though. That is just majestic. Okay, back to my pocket, you. Well, folks, I'm successfully hiking out of Llanes. Sorry, it's early. And today will be a most memorable day, for I will ceremonially walk through poo. That's right, folks. I'm excited to be hiking through poo today. And more on that the closer I get to hiking through poo. Okay, folks, so I had to walk all the way back from there. Like, I went pretty far. All because of this arrow. See on that sign there? See that arrow? Pointing straight down the road. What it means is up here. And there it is. And there's the right arrow. This is the type of markers I'm talking about. They're very confusing on the Norte. Right? Good thing I looked at my map when I did. Okay, so back on track. My thoughts return to poo. And, you know, I gotta wonder, like, there must have been, like, one grinning English speaker on the board that came up with that name, like, oh, yeah, let's call it Ho. And we'll spell it poo. It's like someone had to know. I mean, how could you not? I don't know. I wonder what came first, poo or poo? And is one named after the other? All these questions burning in my head. Again, here I am off the trail. See that right there over my shoulder? That's blocked. I look at my map and it's telling me I'm not on the trail anymore. There's even an arrow here pointing that way. So I have to go back again and get back on the trail. It's poorly marked, people. Wise Pilgrim, I don't know. I don't know if it's the app that's right or the lay of the land that's wrong. But just be wary. You might be doubling back a couple times. Like, I don't know where I went wrong here. We're gonna find out. Okay, so it looks like it's up here. So if you find yourself going past this wall, note that, well, you could be wrong, depending on what map you have and whose directions you're taking. Be them the directions on the ground, which can be confusing, or the directions from your app, whatever one that may be. But if you're using the Wise Pilgrim app, it's saying go up here. Now see, nothing clear that doesn't tell me I'm to go up here. Because despite popular belief, the direction the shell is pointing has nothing to do. It's not emulating an arrow. It doesn't mean that. I've asked locals and people in cathedrals, and they say, no, it's just decorative. The arrows point in the direction, because this will always be changing. So never take that to mean it's pointing that way, because sometimes it means it's, other people say it's pointing that way. Yeah, so, okay, I'm guessing this is the way. So let me consult my map and then we'll journey on. Folks, it's come to my attention, I am currently walking through poo.
Hey there.
I thought it would feel different. Sadly, I report it does not. Thought it would be a little softer on the heel, or on the sole maybe. Now I think this is directing me this way. Okay, actually, let me check my map real quick. Okay, so yes, this is directing me this way. Now, no. The shell is pointing, well, if that was to be conceived as an arrow, in the most sensible sort of way, it would be telling me to go that way. However, it's telling me to go this way. And one would argue, oh, all these routes, all these are routes leading to Santiago, or leading to Santiago rather. But again, there's no rhyme or reason to it, folks. It's more aesthetic than directional. It's just to mark the trail. So don't ever rely on that. I think I'm going the right way. Okay, let me check my map again. Well, poo is definitely beautiful. The only thing shite about it are the directionals. But I can only imagine. Like, I used to live in Belchertown, and when I was trying to order stuff online, not online, on the phone years ago, yeah, before online, people would hang up on me. Operators would think I was joking when I said I lived in Belchertown. Imagine saying, giving your address, then you get to your hometown of poo.
What kind?
I don't know. It's gotta be tough. Or your passport when you're traveling in an English-speaking world.
What kind?
I do want to get like a poo shirt though. Property of poo, you know, stuff like that. Some kind of tourist shirt. And if they don't make one, I will make one. In fact, at the time of this video, I will have one on my site if you're interested in a poo shirt. You know, they could adopt Winnie the Pooh maybe. No, it's spelled differently. But I mean, they could have some fun with this. Pooh on the front, on the back, it's just number 2. Number 2 and proud, I don't know. Okay, my mind is very scatological this morning and scattered, so I apologize. This is me before coffee and before breakfast and before, what's my before? Well, I still have a cold too, so there's that to take consideration. Clearly it's doing something to my mind. I didn't sleep that well last night. All these things play a part. And I'm also walking through a town named Pooh. Come on. I wonder if I dare post a photo of me walking through Pooh on one of the forums. That'll blow up.
This is me walking in, through, and out of Pooh.
There's a scarecrow standing proudly in Pooh. There are cows grazing. I can hear them, I can't see them, but we all know they're grazing through Pooh. There can be no doubt. Ah, I hear the sun. This might be the sign I'm looking for. No, they don't even mention it. They do. But Pooh had to write it in themselves. I don't think this place is on anyone's list. Remember this, folks. Pooh. If I could get a Pooh postcard, I would. But it's beautiful. Look at that. Look at the cliffs over there beyond Pooh. Unless we're still in Pooh, that might make them piffs. Sorry I'm making such a big deal out of this. It's just that no one stresses this enough. I actually overheard a conversation the other day where someone started off speaking about Pooh and then slowly changed it morphed to Poe.
Nunca más.
They just couldn't even do it anymore. I was like, please. I won't let you down, folks. Look at that. Imagine living on that. Nothing about Pooh. It's so well marked outside of the city or town or village. It's crazy, but inside the village, again, it's super confusing. I bumped into these other pilgrims on the way out that were like totally lost. They'd been up and down. They were relying on the shells to be used like arrows in the way I spoke of. And yeah, that was their downfall. This might be my downfall though. I'm gonna check my map real quick and get back to you. This must be the Pooh Beach. Look at that. A lot of these beaches almost look the same though, these small beaches in between the rock cliffs. It's pretty cool. Beautiful, beautiful. Gotta love the landscape here. I mean, that goes down to the beach, so I'm only assuming, since I'm not going to the beach, I'm definitely not prepared for that. I'm going up here. But is it safe to ever assume on the Camino Norte? Might have to check my map again, folks. I'm sorry, I apologize. I just can't let my guard down. As soon as I do, I get hurt. There we go. Nope, I was correct. Sometimes you just gotta go with your gut. That's always worked out. Not. Okay. Well, it looks like it's going to be a beautiful walk out of poo. Sorry, I'll drop it. I'll drop the poo at this point. I'm listening to another audiobook currently, and it's not as good as the last one. I can already tell. There are some books I find that are like done in the same blueprint style of Dan Brown's Da Vinci Code and stuff like that. So it's like the same shape, same kind of story. Clearly they've read the same books Dan Brown had. And yeah, just cashing in. But, you know, sometimes you need a little distraction when you're walking to some of these places. And not to mention it takes place in southern France, so it's relatively close to where I am currently. So there's a historical element that is nice. Though it is fiction. So there's that. I'm trying to think of the name of it. The Lake of Knowledge or something like that. I don't know. I'll have to get back to you on that one. I'm not even sure if it's worth recommending. I just started it, but I'm not. You know, it's one of those where they introduce the main character and and they know judo. They speak 8 languages and, you know, they have superpowers. I don't know. Could have used you guys way back. There we go. Look at that. This is out of Doctor Who. Hiking for a little over an hour now. So no, immediately after Llanes, you'll be stepping into poo. Gleefully and willingly, we hope. As one should, with reckless abandonment. Because look at this, this is just fairy tale land. Granted, I think I'm out of it now, but... Oh, I may see a ruin? I think I do. Yes, I do. Now this would have been an interesting place for, I'm guessing, a monastery? Or hermitage? I mean, talk about susceptible to Viking attack. Although, it is kind of shielded by that big rock, but not really. It would have been done better on the rock, I think. Okay, here's a little placard thing that'll probably tell me all about this. Nope, it's an ad. But I bet at one time it did. Oh, look at this. There's a couple ruins over there. So this might have been a bigger I'll have to look into this later. If I dig anything up, I'll put it on the screen right now, what that is.
As you journey along the Camino del Norte from Llanes, passing through Pau, you'll encounter the ruins of the Romanesque hermitage of San Martin. Perched on a cliff overlooking the sea, these remnants offer a glimpse into medieval architecture and the region's rich history. The hermitage, dating back to the Romanesque period, once served as a spiritual haven for pilgrims and locals alike. Today, its stone walls and arches stand as a testament to time, providing a serene spot for reflection and panoramic coastal views of Pau.
It's pronounced Poe.
That said, and I shit you not, this site is a highlight for many pilgrims, blending the natural beauty of Asturias with its cultural heritage.
Look how beautiful this house is, with the agave plants around it. I've seen a lot of agave lately, which makes sense. If there was a connection to the Americas, they would have brought back agave with them. That's what gives us tequila. No? This is from 1669, this little building here, this church. Or 1660 rather. And here we are on another beach. Okay, folks, I'm gonna just double check my map, make sure I'm not, although this, see, sometimes you get arrows like that in red, but that's more for the highway, I believe. But you do see red arrows though, don't get me wrong. Lucky me, I get to walk along this, I think. I'm pretty sure I'm on the right way. I mean, they have to stop and take an actual picture. Doing now. Here we go, folks. I guess I'm going onto the beach. Yeah. Actually, the sand doesn't look, this is like the perfect sand quality for wearing shoes. And let's see if we can detect other pilgrims' presence here by print and maybe stick marks. Look at that, see? There's still these showers. It's wonderful. They care. I might see some trekking poles, some prints. Yeah, I think we're going in the right direction. Just right beyond these bushes, you can hear them. You can hear the orchestra, the percussion section getting ready. I don't know what that is over there. Some type of dock, maybe. Okay, I don't know. Oh, maybe I get out over here. Such a tease. It's 8:41. It's not open yet. In the States, that restaurant would be open. Actually, a lot of these places would be open at probably 6 a.m., including the coffee shops. There's the arrow. Oh man, I wish I had more time and a few friends with me to enjoy this beach or some of these beaches with. But alas, I have to get to Santiago. Hold on. Here we go, folks. You thought I was lying. Pau exists. Not the idiot room I was expecting, but it's there nonetheless. And here we are now in Solorio. Next we'll be going to Barro, then Niembro. And where are we ending up today? Looks like a long day. We're ending up over here. Woo! Oh, sorry, I wasn't even looking at the map. So from here to here. It's gonna be a long day. Okay, folks. I'll chime back in a bit. Ciao. Okay, we're leaving the town of Barro. Or Barro. It was a small little town. Well, I was kind of on the border of it anyways, but it is what it is. But just in time for my friends the donkeys. Mules? Hey, mules. Hola, burrito. Hi. Hey, guys. I hear you're like dogs. And they're just staring stoically off to that church over there. And who is this? It says Buen Camino, and it's a guy holding a flag of a man holding a flag. Oh, I'm assuming his younger self, maybe. Interesting. Meta. It is a little after 9 now, folks. Still haven't found a place to eat or anything. So we're really putting the fast in breakfast. Oh, he's just gonna touch down right there. These guys are afraid of nothing. Look at that, you could just take a boat to the cathedral. I'd love to see this during high tide. Anyways, folks, we're gonna check back in a little picnic area. Check back in a few. How about that? Sad because I think that was a bar over there that's open. It's 9:37 people and still trekking. El Foro. An ecological plantation. That could be an arrow. Certainly looks like an arrow. It's an arrow. I've fallen for this already today. I'm gonna check my map. While it is humid, it's brisk as well. There's a breeze. It's nice coming off the ocean, I believe, through a eucalyptus forest. So, yeah, kind of perfect. I feel like I'm still on the Pyrenees. I hope I'm going the right way. I think I am. That was a hill. And usually there's a hill. And there haven't been many hills today, so. Well, what a beautiful place to get lost. I can't complain too much, right? Look at this. This is just. It's wonderful, but oh, how dangerous this must have been back in the day. I mean, you don't know what you're walking into, or who's out there. Hola. This is just like all sandy mud beneath my feet and stone. Look at that. It's a beautiful day. And here my app was saying it was going to rain. Well, it was beautiful, and Franco era highway shows up. Always. It is June 20th today, folks. June 20th, 2024. And the weather has been perfect.
Buen Camino.
I think one way, if you're an albergue or a future albergue owner, if you're thinking about making the leap from pilgrim to albergue owner, you can make a pilgrim's life a little bit easier at night and less sweaty by putting screens on your windows. That'll keep the mosquitoes out, also keep the cool breeze in. Maybe even consider putting a fan in there. An oscillating fan or a ceiling fan. Nothing too crazy. Heck, it could be solar powered. There's ways of doing it, but it would make such a huge difference. Because I think I was sleeping in a converted garage last night. And it felt like I was sleeping in a garage. It was so dank and humid and hot and miserable. And I was sweating. I'd wake up sweating. And then I would get the cold chill. It was just gross. And that can happen here and there. If you've done the Camino before, you've probably experienced it yourself. But especially in rooms where there's more than one body, all that body heat generated can really raise the temperature in any room. And typically there's like one window, right? And you'll be fighting with someone all night. You'll be opening it. You'll wake up later on sweating and see that the window's closed. You open it again, and you know, it's tough. You get 8 other people to consider, or however many other people are in there. Some people are cold, some people are not. So, yeah. Pilgrim's up ahead. I'm gonna put you away. See if I can get some info out of them. Okay, they weren't pilgrims. I think they were beachgoers. But they both wished me a buen camino. Look at that. You gotta wonder, when was that put out of commission? It could be anywhere from like 20 years ago, maybe 10 years ago, 50 years ago. But it looks like a church and monastery or nunnery or... I don't know. And someone owns the land and turned it into a little farm. But this is like the little ruins of other buildings as well, outbuildings. And yes, I'm on the side of a road, as per usual. So yeah, folks, make sure your shoes are super comfortable for road walking. And anyone can test their shoes on the road, right? It's getting out and, you know, training in the wild that can be difficult for some people. But if you live in a city or a town, you can test those shoes out anywhere. You can train anywhere for this, because the majority of this is definitely on paved road. I have a video on my channel on my favorite shoes. These bad boys, Topos. But there's lots of great ones out there. Ultra's like my second favorite. And I know that's a popular choice by many, and there's a reason for that. They actually do kick butt. But Topos I find have a little more going for them. Not much, but they check off a little more of the boxes that I need checked off. Ooh, there's some give in this. This is wooden. Yeah, this wood feels a little soft. This lagoon. This should be a road bridge, much more fitting for this area. Look at, there's another bridge over there. That's weird. I don't know if you can see it, but there's What is it? Oh, it's a train bridge. It looks like two train bridges. Didn't know what those like rocks were. Oh yeah. Just got hit with like a wave of warm humidity, but now it's back to a cool ocean breeze. Look at this. I might just have to take a beach day one of these days. Peace, people. Sometimes I painted an Uzi on the side of Camino del Norte. Ay, ay, ay. Look at this. This could be, I don't know, the 1930s. Old train tunnel there. Oh, there's all types of surfers down on the beach over there. I think they're surfers, at least from this distance. They're definitely wearing wetsuits, unless they're penguins or seals. I'm just so glad they haven't exploited this landscape with overdevelopment, or any development really. And that might go for maintenance as well. Thinking back to that bridge I just walked across and thought I might fall through. Yeah, those are surfers. Oh, it looks like a little, either a bonfire set up or a little sun hut. I'm gonna wager that's more for a bonfire situation. Yeah, that might be a surfing school. It looks like there's students lined up, and there's typically one in front, or the leader, the team leader, or the master surfer. Look, there's a competing surf school over here. Oh, now they're lying down. Maybe it's a mating ritual, I'm not sure. There's a lot more to this beach. Look at another school's coming out. Those are all women, I think. Or shapely men, maybe. Yeah, the instructor's in orange, and he might be proposing to one of them or fixing their board, I'm not sure. But look at that rock. If you surf through that, it's called threading the needle. That doesn't look too good, though. We might see some rain, folks. Pleased to have some tortilla. Greetings, folks. Okay, I'm back. A lot of action on this street. Yeah, I had my rain gear prepped up on my back, ready to go. I actually had the hood on for a little bit. It started sprinkling for a second, but I stopped for a bite to eat, and while inside, covered my pack with my poncho, so I was ready. Yes, and that's that, really. I have nothing else to report. Some pretty mellow, aside from passing some pilgrims here and there, some cyclists, and some strange man in a vehicle. that could be following me. Probably related to the dump truck. Yeah, the Modrian conspiracies. That's what we're calling that chapter. Anyways, I'm entering Guergo. Yes. I didn't even see that on the map, but there's a lot of little towns from here into where I'm going, which don't ask me to remember at this point. At the cafe I was just at, someone asked me where I was going today. It's like, I have no idea. You know, once I'm like 8 hours into the hike, then I start caring about where I'm going to end up. But you pass through these towns so fast, just holding on to the name. Some of you know what I mean. But, you know, if I wasn't sick as a dog, I might care a little more, but, you know. But yeah, I think it's going to rain. I thought it was going to start already after that first initial sprinkling, but let's see. Yeah, it looks like they're moving in over my head. Sorry, every time I do that, I like hold your breath to my beard. What we see out there, or what I can see, I don't know if you can see it, is clear skies and sunshine. But that's not what's going on above me right now. So the goal is to... Actually, it's not even looking that clear out there anymore. I'm screwed, people. I'm screwed. Anyways, I'll let you go and I'll get back to my meditations on drier times. Ciao. Just want to film this because this is the third one I've seen this morning, and it's the closest thing I can see to an oreo. Oreo is a classic corn crib in Galicia, and they look a lot like this. It's the same type of mounting system that was done to keep the rats out. The rats can't scale the rock and they fall trying to get up it. But yeah, that's the closest thing to an oreo I've seen so far. Again, it's the third one I've seen already, but I was like, I don't know if it counts, but I think it does. So that means we're getting closer to Galicia. You start seeing some of that bleed over. So, just a fun fact. And they're protected. I should add that too. They're considered a national treasure of Spain, and it's illegal to take them down. So you'll see them in the oddest of places, in cities and villages and towns. But in cities, it's always interesting. In Finisterre, there's some like right downtown. It's actually a bus stop, I think, shaped like one too. Their logos, they love them. And I was telling one guy in Irun, where at a bakery, where I might have already mentioned this in the video somewhere, this is going weeks back now, that he should do, because he had an Oreo cake. And I was like, you should do an Oreo cake. And he was like, oh, that's going to take some talent. But I had to describe to him what the hell I was talking about at first. I don't think he got the joke. That's the thing, too, is that this sense of humor might be cultural. It might be offensive to the Spanish, in fact. Because, I mean, you know, that's how it typically is, I find. Not in a bad way, but it's just, yeah. Oreo cookies, though. What do you think? Someone get to it. One of you 3D printers, making a stencil shaped like an Oreo, and I can make my own Oreo cookies and bring them to my next Pellegrino meetup, because I go to those. But I'll start. Now I have a reason to show off my Oreo cookies. Oreo cookies. Okay, never mind. The joke is dumb. I have no excuses at this point. I've already eaten. And I've probably told this before. Anyways, I'm going to batten the hatches and get ready for the rain. Here's a fine example. It's been, I don't know, rusted or fallen apart now, but you can see that shell was upside down. It was hanging. So what is that supposed to mean? But I'm sure someone has an idea. But there, luckily, is an arrow. Welcome to the Norte. Okay, I'm literally walking, not only on the street, but into the lion's den. I'm walking towards that whopper of a rain cloud. And yeah, I'm on the road. So there's that. There was a route leading off the road, but it seemed to go back. It seemed to be a long way going around just to keep you off this road. Where this is I think this is the bike route it's the pink route, whatever that indicates. And I think that's indicative of the bike route. Could be wrong, but I suspect it is. Because there were some arrows on the back of signs. So this is definitely a known route, though not a great route. But here I am. If the day was better, I would have taken the longer route. But I already have like, I don't know, probably 3 more hours ahead of me, 3.5 hours or so. And I just don't, I'm always trying to beat the storm these last few days, it seems. And it's only really because I don't feel that great. I am getting better though, I do notice that now. But I just, just don't want to walk in the rain longer than I have to. So taking shortcuts when I can until I feel 100% again. I know I'll be strong and ready for the Primitivo if I continue like that. Okay, folks, I'm gonna put you away for a hot minute. Let's see, bike route. Well, folks, I want to chime in real quick. I'm on the side of the highway, and never have I gotten people to pull over faster, but see, I rolled up my shorts, so it really looks like I'm wearing no pants now. Remember I talked about this before? It does work, it's keeping them dry. But I look like I'm wearing a garbage bag and I have no pants on. And yeah, people are giving me space. So I got that going on. I'm not gonna get a ride though. Ciao. Another fine example. Shelf facing that way, arrow pointing that way. Shelf facing the opposite way. Evidently wanting me to go this way. It's all over the place, people. It's a free-for-all here on the Norte. What do you think, huh? I got what it takes? Maybe I can get a ride with this. I know, folks, it's madness, but look at this, an old Roman bridge I just discovered. It's totally worth the shenanigans, right? Look what you discovered when you veer off the beaten path to let your inner jackass out. Very cool. Yes. And with that, folks, I'm gonna get back to walking in the rain like a fool. And now I'm on the road again, and then you get stuff like this. See the X on the back of this sign? After I've been following arrows telling me to go this way. I don't know what this means. Usually that means you're going the wrong way, but my map says otherwise, so. Oh, Norte, you're a twisted wench. Boom, I'm here. Folks, so yeah, this is my last night, my ad. I'm feeling so much better now. I think I can go back to the albergues. Regardless, I don't know if you can see it, but I am dry as a bone. So this is just another screen review of Paca ponchos. They really pack a punch. I do recommend, though, if you're in warmer, hotter, humid weather, wearing a technical synthetic shirt rather than I'm looking at myself, rather than a wool shirt. It'll wick better when it comes to sweat, and you're not going to get sweaty on the inside. And yeah, this one by Kettle actually worked out really well. My bag is also dry. It's water resistant to begin with, but everything is dry in comparison to the other day where I was actually wearing a wool t-shirt, thin, but a wool t-shirt nonetheless. It kept me warm, But that's the problem right there. In this type of weather, it kept me too warm where I was sweating. So that was creating its own condensation within the paca. But yeah, technical in this type of weather, technical synthetic. And okay, I'm gonna go. This is ridiculous. Oh, I should also add, my shorts are so much drier today. Here's my trick, is roll them up first and peg them. No, I'm joking, don't peg them. But roll them up as high as you can above the knee. And then where your skivvies are, tuck them into that around, maybe just the front. And that'll keep them up. And it will look like you're walking down the street with no pants on and just wearing a garbage bag. But it'll keep you dry up top. If your shorts are going below your, let's see, I get a little wet here. I have a story about that. But anyways, but the breast is dry, as you can see. And the more dry you keep them, the better off you'll be. Otherwise, they'll wick up and get the rest of your shorts wet. So, pro tip.
Thanks again for tuning in to another episode of Misadventures of a Shell Toucher. Please like, comment, and subscribe. Liking and subscribing, well, it really helps the channel out and keeps me doing what I do best, which is this. At least, I mean, you gotta work with what he gave you, right? Thanks for tuning in, folks. Join us next week for day 17. But until then,
Buen camino.